More dangerous than Yellowstone, a supervolcano in Antarctica that can destroy half the planet if it erupts. This is on Forum Daily. In Antarctica, scientists discovered a supervolcano, which is larger and potentially more dangerous than even one of the most terrible volcanoes in the world, the Yellowstone caldera. Now we know that Antarctica has at least 100 volcanoes. Scientists have found a whole group of volcanoes under the ice in Antarctica, and it turned out that one of them is even bigger and potentially more dangerous than the supervolcano in Yellowstone. The eruption of such a monster, and even in the thickness of the millennial ice that covers it, will cause a catastrophic destabilization of the Antarctic ice sheet. Billions of tons of fresh water will pour into the oceans, which will lead not only to an increase in the level of the water, but also to the disruption of the main ocean currents, in particular the Gulf Stream. Thawing only 2% of the Antarctic ice sheet is fraught with flooding of cities such as New York, Amsterdam, Shanghai, and many other coastal megacities. The vast majority of islands in the Indian Ocean, the Atlantic Oceans, will forever go underwater. All the inhabitants of the planet, wherever they are, will feel the consequences of the ash ejection by the Antarctic supervolcano, and in addition, the huge emissions of water vapor generated due to the contact of the hot lava and frozen ice will have a detrimental effect on the Earth's climate. Long rains in conjunction with ashes will turn entire regions of the planet into uninhabited space. The Yellowstone caldera, or as it's also called Yellowstone supervolcano, is located in Wyoming in the territory of Yellowstone National Park, as we know, occupying a third of it. From the point of view of geology, this is, in every sense of the word, a hot spot, a huge bubble of molten magma, a covered plateau. Scientists know the three eruptions of this megavolcano. The supervolcano was 2.1 million years ago, 1.3 million years ago, 640,000 years ago. Eruptions occur about every 600 to 800,000 of years, which means that now humanity is waiting for the eruption of Yellowstone since the time is close at hand. The volcanic specialist Brian Walsh, geologist describing the inevitable eruption, said that a strong earthquake would first occur that would indicate magma moving to the surface. Then an explosion of the caldera will follow, and the lava will flood for several days, all within a radius of 65 kilometers from the volcano. Clouds of hot ash will destroy vegetation at great distances, damage infrastructure, power lines, and disrupt water supply. They're talking here about the United States, the Yellowstone supervolcano, of course. And for the United States, this will be a real disaster, but the whole planet will suffer, not just the United States. A release of ash into the atmosphere will cause an ongoing long winter, a volcanic winter, which will lead to enormous damage in agriculture, starvation, famine, extinction of many species of animals and plants. Humanity is likely to survive, but will face grave problems of hunger and the inevitable conflict, in this case over resources. Civilizations in the form as we know them will be dealt a crushing blow. After a Yellowstone eruption, everything will be different. Again, we're talking about a super eruption. But it's very difficult to predict the eruption. Both the supervolcanoes can sleep for hundreds of thousands of years and can wake up in the coming years. In addition, American researchers calculated and established that a blow to the planet of a large celestial body, that is, an impact, will eventually cause also a Yellowstone eruption. If you'd like to join me on my Patreon account, you will hear content not covered by mainstream media. These riveting stories will be based on my research, and I will state my opinions and give my personal insight on diverse and controversial subjects and world events not covered by mainstream media, and not supported by YouTube guidelines. So whatever I have on my Patreon, most of those will not be on my YouTube channel. Please consider becoming a member today. More of the most significant and important videos will be on my Patreon channel. Your support helps me to continue my research and keeps this YouTube channel alive. And we depend on your support, your generous charity, because we help economically challenged families here in Athens, Greece, in Kapota, and we also help the young generation with university tuition and the community around our church. Thank you.